Well, it's time to wind down and bring this 2025 Old Car Festival to a close. Here is the last clip. This was the first time for me and Josh to attend this event.
So what do you think, Josh? Did you have a good time?
I had a great time. I think this is just awesome.
Cool.
I had set up Mabel with a shipper so she could be there too. However, the shipper did not follow through on their promise. And I don't want to talk about it. Well, perhaps next year I will tow Mabel out myself. Time will tell. Being there, the immediate and biggest impact was being surrounded by these old machines that are bantering around as though that time period had never gone away. Here I was, immersed in real time, taking part in a historical period. Now, Clarence Darrow, a trade lawyer, in 1932 said, quote, "The day of the horse is gone. The automobile has driven him from the roads." End of quote. The impact of these automobiles resonated with every American. In 1924, a resident of Muncie, Indiana, in a local interview, said, quote, "Why on earth do you need to study what's changing this country? I can tell you what's happening in just 4 letters. AUTO." End of quote. W.P. Eaton, in 1923, offered his perception of what was going on around him. He said, "We've got to find some way to conquer this machine, which appears to have conquered us." End of quote. Stuart Chase in 1929 said, quote, "The automobile has captured our psychological interest, as nothing has ever done before, and perhaps nothing will ever do again." End of quote. This seismic shift in human existence could be felt by the words of a minister in 1921. He said, quote, "If we have lost out by the coming of the motor car, the fault is in ourselves. The bane or blessing of anything we have in this world depends on ourselves." End of quote. Now, the Industrial Revolution made certain families rich and many common folks hard-working people. Like any age in human history, there are shining lights of human excellence, as well as dark stories of human exploitation. In our current technological revolution, I think it pales to the golden age of the automobile, as the automobile captured the hearts and imagination of countless people that took part in something enjoyable and uplifting, whereas technology tends to capture and imprison the human spirit. Technology doesn't release the human spirit, rather it delivers the spark of humanity to ground. Now, being surrounded by these old cars, old trains that still operated as they had long ago, I was further surrounded by the human spirit, the better part of the human spirit. I watched people take enjoyment and pride in their machines, be them cars, or sheep shearing, or other industrial activities. People making music, working their instruments together into expressions of joy. I watched bicycle riders taking on the physics of balance and the emotions of pride by engaging playfully in the real-world realities of gravity. I talked with happy and pride-filled people about their automobiles, eking out their experiences and personalities. I met people dedicated to their hobby, expressed their enthusiasm of the world they made around themselves.
You're the owner of this car with all those ribbons, huh?
Yes, I am, sir.
Yeah, all right.
And to add to all of this, I was surrounded by my family, supporting my affection for automobile history. Family that took their time to become part of this experience. Family that expanded down to the age of 4, up to, well, I can't give out my sister's age, other than she's my older sister. You know how that is, fellas. Okay, let's move on. I can safely say that Josh was in hog heaven. I think sometimes he is the product of reincarnation. Someone from the past that had some direct involvement in the history of the Ford Motor Company. Now, whether one believes in such or not, I have known Josh in his younger years and heard of his affection for Ford cars before he could even walk. We took a moment to drive over to the Ford World's headquarters to take a few photos. One of Josh's dreams was realized that day. To anyone that loves old cars or loves history, the experience of the 2025 Old Car Festival at Greenfield Village in Dearborn, Michigan is a must experience to acquire. But like everything else, time moves on, and bliss recedes. It was time to head home. Now, I am filled with gratitude that I was able to attend and experience this incredible event. I have no idea who or how they pulled all of this together and provide such a beautiful and wonderful experience for the public to enjoy. Now, I can say I am filled with grace, humility, and respect for all the members of Greenfield Village. Thank you.